Today we're going to talk with Boylon, and we are going to discuss on each of our accounts legendaries that absolutely changed the game for us. So this was your idea, and then we're going to do the same thing on your channel for legendaries that epics, right? We're going to do what? So
epics on my channel. Yeah.
So three legendaries for me, and then 3 from you. So a total of 6 that actually changed the game in a way. So we're going to start with you. How does that sound? I hope we didn't pick the same ones. I wonder if that's going to happen on the epics. All right. So
my first one is going to be of the dwarf faction. It's going to be Tholen Foulbeard.
Yep. Okay.
Hopefully that wasn't.
I didn't. Check. I thought about. Okay. So I kind of went more obscure on mine. I just to let everybody know. But go ahead and talk about Tholen. I have a story about Tholen also, right?
Yeah, well, Tholen was the June Fusion event. I'm pretty sure it was June. And he came out during the Chaos Awakes. It wasn't quite a collaboration, but it was, like that summer-long kind of event where they had the free release with Lemonisi and all that. Mm-hmm. And when I got him, after doing the Fusion event, he ended up being my #1 DPS on my roster. Mm-hmm. So before that, it was Alice the Wanderer who had the chase earlier on in the year. And then I basically just took her gear and just plopped it on Tholen, and he became so much better. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of what he does, especially his A2, because it reduces the enemy's attack, I think up to 30%, I believe. Quite a bit of a reduction. He just smacks really hard. The weaken on his A1, and I think 5 turns he takes or whatever, he does an additional A1. Like he does so much extra damage that this was a massive game changer for me in a lot of ways. He's a crazy wave clearer. Having an AoE A1 is really great too. That anything that required DPS for me,
right?
He made a significant change. He's actually what got me to Ultra Nightmare Demon Lord to that final chest, because I was still about maybe 4 months in or so, and he made me allow me to unlock that sim for Ultra Nightmare. So that was a pretty big deal for me.
I have 1000% pivoted from the Sun Wukong to the Tholen promo code. I've completely changed my mind on it. So link in the description, QR code, you're going to get a legendary and 3 amazing epics. But this is the important part. Promo code Demon Slayer right there on the screen. In the first 24 hours, you actually have 48 hours, but let's just say the first 24 hours, you have to use that code, because this guy will change the game for you in so many different ways, specifically clan bass, campaign farming, and he's actually useful in arena. So I was kind of hating on that Foulbeard. I was debating everybody, and I took over Duelim's account for 2 weeks when he was on his honeymoon, and I was able to 1-key clan boss for him, which he had not, solely because of Tholen Foulbeard. And then that same team Kat was able to use, and she was able to 1-key, right? Like this guy, I use what's more important? Well, there's a lot of important things in Raid Shadow Legends, but for a brand new account, how much time do you waste every day doing clan boss? And the rewards are vital. Legendary books, sacred shards, it's a big deal. And you need a campaign farmer. He campaign farms, right? You need a campaign farm. You can use him in arena. You don't have to use him in arena. You probably replace him later with somebody else. But this guy is the biggest no-brainer for a new player. Run, don't walk, Tholen Foulbeard, right?
I'm so glad you moved off of Wukong, because last time we did a video, you're still on Wukong. So now we've moved away from him.
I've completely changed my mind when I realized that Sun Wukong, every character in this game is different. It's so hard to compare characters, right? Sun Wukong does a lot of other things, but it's not important as clan boss. Clan boss on a brand new account, you just got to figure out how to get through it as sooner than later, right? Because it's so much reward. So I got to tell you, there's a bunch of characters. I'm going to go to mine next. There's a bunch of characters that I wanted to bring up, that are technically free, but I kind of avoided those. Does that make sense? Like Arbiter, I could make a case for Arbiter, Lydia, Mithrala, Empress, Lamassu. There's a lot of champions that one gets by just playing the game, right? And they probably should make the list, But I kind of went to the one-offs that I pulled that just like, holy moly, I'm glad I got this character now. And that very first account changing character for me was Michinaki. You have Michinaki?
I have Michinaki as well, yeah.
Yeah, so I got him super early. And this was the first character that helped me in like 19 different places, I feel like. And it had to do with he's able to strip away the positive effects. And then there's Hex. So he got a lot better when I got Mithrala. He's pinging and putting out HP burn all the time when they're attacking to Hex. So this guy is like the only champion that I could get to work in Hydra. Plus he's applying negative effects. You know, defense down and attack down is a big deal. And then HP burn. So this was like the first champion that was like, oh my God, I can do stuff. Like he does damage, yeah, but damage, I feel like Tholen is damage, right? He does damage. This guy does like all kinds of other stuff because the game is not just about damage. Sometimes you need to do things, right? Does that make sense?
He actually does do pretty good damage. So if you build him defensively in a defense, like maybe a Savage or a lethal defense set, you can actually get some pretty high numbers. If you can get him to 100% crit and he's doing every single assist and he's critting with that, it stacks up over the course of like a Hydra fight or a Demon Lord fight. It actually does a lot of damage. So even though he's got some really great debuffs, you can actually gear him in a way that puts out some pretty solid numbers. So
absolutely,
that's what I have. I have a Savage set on my Michinaki.
Yeah,
I'm quite surprised how much damage he ends up putting out by the end of the fight.
He was on my clan, my one key clan boss team for a long time. Like he did everything. He was. I think I was using him in like 80% of the game modes at one point when I started playing this game. So he just helped me move forward. I had Sun Wukong. Sun Wukong and Michinaki were probably my two favorites. Then I got Arbiter. Arbiter was there too. And it was like those three. And Loki. I had Loki also. That was a free champion. And then Alice and so on and so on. So I'm glad that you have Michinaki. You know what? Oh, my God. So I did a Prism Shard opening video with Kat where we both spent like $100 each. I got two more and she got one more. So we had three in one day.
Three Michinakis?
Three. I have three. Yeah, I have three.
Oh my God!
I upgraded two of them. I used two of them actually.
Wow.
He's the only champion that I have two of them maxed out. Two of them.
Wow.
Yeah, because I use them in
Hydra, different Hydra teams.
Yeah, one in each Hydra team, and one in each two of them in faction wars. He's actually useful. Yeah, he's useful.
Yeah.
Okay, who's your next one? What do you got?
Okay, so my second one is going to be of the Sylvan Watchers faction, and he's more of a support character, but it's going to be the Christmas tree, Feral the Barkhorn.
All right. I said we weren't going to do it, but I picked him too. Yes, I picked him too. So, all right. So, anyways, you go first. All right.
All right. Maybe you can think of something.
I got something else. I actually had an honorable mention, so we'll do. I'll make up another one because I was
the Barkhorn.
Yes,
my favorite Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Everything on it, but so let's just start with this basic. It was A1 does slow, which is really powerful, and it has a pretty high chance. And I like that all of his attacks, if they're a boss, it has 20% ignore resistance, which is pretty good. So his accuracy doesn't need to be as high as some other characters.
Yep. And this is for Chimera. You almost need a character like this in Chimera. So, like if I'm not
use him in Iron Twins Fortress, so I start with the A1 to make sure that he lands the slow before I start buffing in Iron Twins. But he does it in Chimera. I use him in Chimera as well. I actually have him built up. He's in the lead, so I use the resistance the ally resistance aura, and I actually have a Chimera resistance build where I can auto it and I don't get touched at all, no debuffs at all, because everything that he does is not just resistance. He does so much more
accuracy too.
But so let's start with the A2. Right, he lowers the enemy's accuracy. So this combined with his resistance buff makes the gap so much. It's just crazy. So he's having their accuracy, which means your resistance doesn't need to be as high. He's putting block buffs, which is obviously essential in Hydra.
Essential in Hydra. You almost need
Chimera as well, so he doesn't get the speed up from the tail swipe or whatever.
Yeah, but you almost need two block buff champions in Hydra.
True, that's true.
Almost two. Like, so you got to have at least him, right? Yeah.
Or a provoke to stop that head from cleansing the block buff. So it depends on what you want to use. Some people just use two block buffs. And then his A3, right, we gives him the increased resist by 50%. So this combined with the accuracy down is huge because it allows you to overcome, the differentials, I guess you could say. You might need a little bit of resist. I tend to run for Chimera a resistance banner. just to give me that extra boost. But I usually don't need to build too much resist, because the combination of the accuracy down and the resist up is enough for me to, like, on Viper, like the debuffs don't even land. And things like this, and same with some of the other forms as well. Perfect Veil, obviously great for mitigating. I think it's 15% damage reduction with Perfect Veil, and also stops the fear in Hydra.
Yep.
So just an all-around great clan boss and PvE character.
Yep.
And then of course his passive there gives him a whole list of buffs. Resistance plus 50, accuracy plus 50, more damage. So he's just an all-around amazing support character.
Yeah, so I'm finding that, you know how when I'm putting up team compositions, sometimes you only need like 1, maybe 2 damage dealers, and like you just don't need 5 damage dealers. Like it doesn't work, right? You have to, and
you
like
need support.
You need support, right? And this right here is going to boost the damage by 20%, and you could put him in a 9-piece protection and get more damage that way. And so that way you can have like one character that blows shit up, and then he's helping. And resistance is important, accuracy is important, and I use him as lead in Chimera. I use this guy in Chimera. He changed the game in Chimera, and he changed the game in Hydra. Like Hydra, you need Perfect Veil, you know, at times, right? Depending on what that blue ugly head. Oh my god, I hate that guy with the fear.
The fear head, yeah.
Oh my god,
really
it's
annoying.
awful. And then block buffs, and then this right here is kind of a must. You got to have a decreased speed character in Chimera. I think you do. I always looking for one. And what Syl is so inconsistent compared to him. Have you ever? I don't know if you've gone down that Syl route.
No.
Syl's SY. She's the free barbarian that you get maybe after you play the game for 6 months.
Syl of the Drakes.
Yeah, Syl of the Drakes. Like, and then, but it's like so.
Her slow is very because she has a low percent chance to land.
It's
whereas
so
with books, he's at 100% chance to land it.
But like when I look at her, it's like, okay, she's got a revive and a decreased speed, and then I was like, well, I don't want to do that. I think I want to do this, and then I'm gonna have to get my reviver. Anyways, it's always this juggling act of trying to get, you know, all the little pieces to make the puzzle work. I love this guy. I love this guy. And when you start getting into the harder levels of Hydra and Chimera, rebuilding champions to have the accuracy and resistant requirements becomes a total pain in the ass. It just does, because your team won't work right without enough accuracy. And then if you're taking every negative effect, or everything is getting flipped, especially like in Chimera versus like Viper, for example, you just lose. The Viper will wipe you if you're not ready to go. Resistance here. This is adding all stuff. Look at this. This is adding resistance. So this is adding accuracy
on top of his aura, and then the 50% on top. Like it's huge.
Yeah, it's huge. So this guy absolutely changed the game for me. Boy, we're telepathetic, you and I, right?
If he's in your roster, if someone's watching this, if he's in your roster, you should be building him.
Yeah, this guy, and he's one of those characters where I read the kit and I was like, so what? And then I was like, oh, I need this guy. Like he's like go-to a lot. All right, so next one, next one, what we're gonna do? Okay. So this guy changed the game for me. He's my #1 damage dealer. I'm using him in multiple places, and that is Doggo, Crocad, and he's the cheat code in Hydra. I think I'm simming 300 million in the hardest difficulty of Hydra now. I was telling you earlier today, my Hydra experience on a weekly basis now is 30 seconds long. All 3 teams are loaded up. I hit sim, go down the next difficulty, hit sim, go down the next difficulty, hit sim, and it's done for the week. It takes more time to collect the rewards and look to see if I got a good piece of gear. Then it's that fast, and it's only because of this guy. And then I end up using this guy in Doom Tower. It's obnoxious. Like the retaliate. First of all, he's a 2-man team. You have to have.
I was just about to say, is this a 2-for-1 pick here that we're talking about?
Yeah,
maybe we need to talk about him too.
Yeah, all right. Well, I don't even know where Packmaster is. Oh, Shayak. There he is. You got to have both. Yeah, they don't. Okay. But the cheat code for him in Hydra is that when someone gets swallowed, it triggers this right here, and nobody gets swallowed. So it just knocks him out right away, because this ability will hit for like it hits twice. It hit for like 1 million once and the million again. Like it hits for like 2 million. It's absolutely ridiculous. I went all out on my gear with him. You know, like I mean I'm not. I know like in-game players have like endless amount of perfect gear. I barely have maybe one marginal set of gear. I feel like compared to what I see other people's YouTube videos and things like that. But it's on him. And same thing in Doom Tower. He just like this wipes waves. In Tag Team Arena, if this goes off, the other team's deleted as long as they don't have Stone Skin. I mean, it's his damage output is kind of insane, and he changed Hydra. He changed the event dungeons. Both event dungeons have been able to use him. He changed my experience in Doom Tower. Doom Tower is already beating, but now it's fast. Like I just run over Doom Tower in like 6 turns everywhere. You know, like you know what I mean? It's like instead of it taking like, I mean, at some point when you're in Doom Tower, you have to build like a super heavy sustain team and 1 damage dealer, and then you hit start and you go have dinner and you come back 45 minutes later and still on the last wave. This eliminated that. It's just like blow over everything real fast.
I think this is the one fusion where I actually regretted not doing. So I did. He was a fragment fusion event. I think I ended up getting I don't know 50 or 60 or that, and I didn't buy the remaining fragments. But this is the one I regret skipping on. I think it's because I didn't have the shards to also get the Packmaster in that other event of his.
Oh, it's super expensive.
So I felt like if I wasn't going to get Packmaster, then I didn't care about getting this guy standalone. That being said, I probably should have still picked him up just in the event that I pick up Packmaster in the future. But it is what it is. I don't have him, but I'm glad that other people are making great use out of him too.
You're not wrong with that mentality, because I got Titus, and Titus is one of those characters where I can't get him to work without Wixel, right? And I think, and because there's so many champions in Raid Shadow Legends, like what you just said makes sense to me. Like getting him but not getting Packmaster is not like I think the odds of pulling a random legendary is pretty low. Like I mean, even if you do the 15x, like let's say a 15x Wixel comes up or a 15x Packmaster, it's just kind of tricky. So like if you pull Throat Ripper, it's not like you won the game. You have to get Packmaster, right? Same thing with Titus. Like you pull Titus, it's like, well, I don't have Wixel. So anyways, it's because
you need other champions to enable certain champions. Yeah. And that's kind of what's going on here. And why I have Titus and I'm not doing anything with it because I don't have
Titus is
the enabler. And
Titus
and
is a dead
on this list.
Titus is a dead character on my roster, and I know that from it because Wixel was a fusion that everybody that's playing the game for like 2 years or more has. And I understanding that Titus broke the game, and I'm like, I don't have Wixel. You know what I mean? I don't have Wixel. Like he broke the game, and people are saying the best character. You got Doggo over there? Yeah. Doggo, come have Loki say hi. Yeah.
He's on the couch
now.
I'm
gonna have my cats are, I don't know, they're sleeping right now. What's your next one?
All right, my last one, also of the dwarf factions. I didn't plan this one either, but I just recently got this character, and it is not the Dragonite that we talked about in our previous conversation, but this time it's going to be Senna Amberheart.
Oh my God,
Void Affinity. So I pulled her a couple of weeks ago, and she has absolutely game changed everything. Not only is she the best AoE reviver I think in the game, but her kit is surprisingly powerful. So I want to start with the passive, actually. So just hover over the passive, actually. So whenever a continuous
by the way,
buff activates...
I gotta screw you. You know that she's like the perfect lead for the turtles too, right? Like
yeah. Her combo. I'm gonna make a separate video on this, but her combo with Donnie is crazy because of the continuous heal.
Yeah.
So every time a continuous heal activates on any ally, turn meter of 5% for everyone. So she puts out on her A2 continuous heal, and then Donnie puts out more continuous heal on his A3, I think it is, with the strengthen. And every single time these continuous heals proc, it's 5% turn meter for everyone. So everyone's just getting supercharged on their turn meter. I'm taking like 3 or 4 turns, everyone, before Chimera takes 1 turn. It's like I'm just lapping. I'm lapping Hydra, I'm lapping Chimera, and my damage for that reason has gone through the roof because I'm taking so many turns.
And this is what the turtles are missing also.
That helps too.
The turtles are missing that. And then it's like, oh my God, this is the perfect character for the turtles. It really is. Oh my god, I'm so
not
jealous.
my lead in Chimera, but she's my lead in Hydra.
Yep.
And it's changed. Like my damage for all clan boss has gone through the roof. She's valid in PvP, I think, as well, because of the AoE revive. So if you build her with a stone skin set and whatnot, there's still some validity there too. But in PvE, she's definitely like changed how I feel about everything. So it's absolutely crazy. I pull and because I had no AoE revive at this point on my account. I was crutching on Rector Drath for so long, and then I finally pulled her, and she literally changed the entire game for me.
Oh, you didn't have an AoE revive?
I had none. A single revives, but no AoE revive.
Wait, let's see. There's
Oh, sorry, I had Arbiter. Sorry, I did have Arbiter, but
Arbiter. Arbiter. What about Ursula? There's another one.
No,
no.
I had Arbiter, but I mean, Arbiter just doesn't fit well into a lot of like. No. She's not good in Hydra, really. No. She's not good in Chimera.
She's okay in Hydra, but yeah, she's not great. Yeah.
So this was just a total game changer for everything that she does. The speed up helps. All the turn meter the shenanigans are crazy. So her combined with Donnie, who I'm gonna do in a separate video, is just absolutely cracked. She's like the best combo with the turtles.
Yeah, my alliance leader. Do you have your own alliance in Raid?
I do my own.
Okay, yeah. So I have my own alliance, and I turned it over to somebody that I know in real life. Like he lives here in Vegas, also. He pulled her. I was like, oh my god, I hate you and I hate him. So that goes to you, Baldy.
She's a really good character.
Screw you, Baldy and Boylon. Yeah, this is sad.
And the best part is that it was a random void shard. It was not even by mercy. It was just I pulled like one shard, and then it just happened to be her. It was just completely utter lottery ticket odds, and I was super happy to get this. But that's why I left her for last, because
yeah, almost all of the bonkers turtle videos I've seen, people are using her as lead. And it's just because like I have all 4 turtles, but like I couldn't get some of the stuff done, and then I go watch a YouTube video and it's working, and it's like they're using Senna, and I'm like, I don't have Senna. So
and I know not everyone's going to have her, and I know that it's quite challenging to do, but it's one of these things where if you happen to pull her, know that your account progress is going to go through the roof.
All right. Well, I almost don't want to talk about mine. I think I know you're
done.
Yeah, we're done. But you know where,
Pythion.
Yeah, Pythion.
So I really wanted to have, I'll let you talk about, I really wanted him though, up until I had Senna. Yeah. Pythion was someone that I tried to pull for many times in progresses, but I just never got him.
So my problem with Pythion is I do like this, but I would prefer a speed lead. So I'm finding when I'm trying to pick a character to do a task, it would be so much easier if he had a speed lead, because then I could drop some other character. You know what I mean? I'm just finding, now I do use him. So I'm really into Doggo, right? Dog and Packmaster. Packmaster is a speed lead, so I end up using Pythion almost always with those to get with that, because I don't need it. I feel like I need a speed lead when I'm picking a support champion, right, or somebody, right? But this is kind of something that's hard to quantify, but I know it works. Allies receive 5% less damage from skills for each buff on them. It really makes a difference. Like I'm finding but it's subtle. Like you don't know it's working. Doggy, bring him on the screen. I don't know if you can hear him. Bring him on the screen. You told me that he.
You could hear him, but he was.
Yeah. Oh, there he is. Oh, Loki. Oh. Okay. Oh my God. Is he corgi?
Oh yeah, he is a corgi, but he was kind of whining a little bit here towards the end. So I'm gonna hold him while we finish off here.
So, Kat's best friend has 2 corgis and they're female, and guess what her corgi's name is? Sylvie.
Loki?
Okay. Sylvie, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Yeah. So anyways, anyways, it makes sense, right? It's just, I was just thinking about that. Anyways, Team Revive. All right. You're awesome, right? And 4-turn cooldown. Then this right here is popping up all the time. 3-turn cooldown, block, buff, cleanse, heal.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yay. I mean, and then right here, heal on basic. This is, I'm finding that, like, what I really wanted is a character that works well with the turtles. And, like, if he had the speed lead, I'd be way more excited. It's just that simple. I think it's
because a lot of the buffs that he has is
Donatello.
I guess like the strengthen is replicated with Donnie. So the only thing that you're getting new is, I guess, the block debuffs, which is okay, I suppose. But he already, I don't know. You're already getting the cleansing from Donnie as well. It's not the best combo, but Python as a standalone character before the turtles, though, was something that I really wanted.
Yeah, but if as far as account changing, super useful, like super useful in so many different places. All right, so those are the 6 characters that changed the game. I do want to suggest that there are many champions that you're going to acquire for free through normal gameplay, and what I mean by that is Mikage, amazing. Empress, amazing. As good as any of these champions we just mentioned right now. Arbiter, Mithrala, and Lydia. Yeah, Lydia, Lamasu. And these are... What's the best way to describe these? They're just free, right? You get these champions.
Well, I mean, there's a grind. There's a bit of a grind, but I mean, it's something that you can get and accumulate on your roster over time, which is a great part about Raid Shadow Legends, is that these are characters that everyone's going to be able to get a chance to get.
Yeah, and it's because like some of the champions we mentioned today are, random pulls, right? Out of a random, totally random pulls where all those champions I mentioned above just a minute ago are not free. You have to earn them. You have to do stuff. But if you follow the path, it's almost like a dark dimension, if you will. Like getting a lot of these champions is like they each have a path to get them, and as long and the end all, as far as I'm concerned, which neither of us have, is going to be the best legendary in the game, the horse guy, Marius.
Oh yeah, not yet for me.
Yeah, and so that is kind of the end all, be all. Free, air quotes free, right? I don't know how to describe it. But we don't have merit. And
they're grind. They're all grinds. But I mean, but I think it feels good as you make progress, and eventually when you unlock them, I think it feels really good.
But it's not random. Like if you play the game long enough and you're deliberate about acquiring these champions that I just mentioned and Marius, you're gonna get there. Now, you're gonna start off with some amazing champions right here, right now. I'm a big fan of Ugo right here at level 15. I'm also a big fan of Deacon at level 40. And then right from the start, absolutely start your account over if you don't get the free champion, right? I'm serious. Would you agree with that? You got to get somebody.
So. Yeah.
You got to it does. I don't care if you got Sun Wukong or Tholen or Ultimate Death Knight or what's the other one? The Tyrannahawk. It doesn't matter. Tyrannahawk, yeah, but
she's pretty good.
She's pretty good, actually. Yeah, but you need to get one of those legendaries, and I'm suggesting that it's Tholen, which you put on the list, which I agree. Promo code Demon Slayer. It doesn't work on iOS, but on Android and the PC client, you just type in the promo code there. And you can only do one promo code in a 24-hour period. So don't put any other promo codes in. Just do Demon Slayer. And then lastly, if you're on iOS, there's a link in the description on how to do that. You have to go to the Plarium website and put in your Plarium ID, and it'll work that way. But for some reason, this doesn't work on iOS, which is really dumb. Anyways, we're almost at 30 minutes, so we're going to hang up now. We're going to say goodbye.
You mean we're going to go to my channel and we're going to do another one?
Link to Boylan's video, which is epics, which I think is going to be less random. Epics are way less random. Yeah, way less randomized. I feel like you're going to stumble across nearly, if not all eventually, but most epics are going to come across easily, where rares, legendaries are completely random sometimes. All right, bye for now.